What is going on, guys? It has been a little while, but we are back at it again with another SGC reveal. In this reveal, we have about 110 cards for you guys to see and check out, some of which are inventory, some are Ryan's PC, and a few of them in there are for my PC. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start us off on this reveal, we have a card that we actually went in and cracked and sent to SGC because it honestly looks so nice, and it got an 8 here, the Killebrew Maze Mantle. And also, as you can see in the background right there, I have that, not the same picture, but you know, the same players, and I do have that photo autograph, so really cool, and I wanted to start off the reveal with this one. Next, so this is a card for my PC, the Johnny Bench rookie, the Topps Venezuelan version, which is decently rare and a pretty tough card to get overall. Glad it graded numerically and really glad to have it in the collection. Last card that I believe is from my PC is the Tip Top Bred Warren Spawn. I at one time had this card and I made a big acquisition, so I decided to sell some cards, and this was one of them that I sold. I did regret it, but fortunately I was able to get this card back right here now in better grade, so very excited for that. Next we got a 65 Topps Pete Rose. You got the 53 Topps Gillum. I thought that would actually not grade as well as a 3, so I'll definitely take that. We have a Bell Brand Sandy Koufax. Card looks decent, but it is stained all around. Thought maybe it was going to get like a 1.5 or a 2, but with that type of staining, the best it can get is a 1. Keeping it moving here. We have another Bell Brand Koufax. This one actually almost looks worse except for the staining, and I thought it was going to do around the same or worse as the other one, but this one got a 3, so definitely happy with that grade. We have the Hulk Hogan WWF card. We have a Billy Williams Topps Venezuelan, and to get a 3 in this is actually a decently high grade for this card, so I'll take that. Roy Campanella Bowman. It's got a 2. I believe this had a little strip of white. That's just very hard to see, so that's why I was able to get a 2 and maybe avoid the 1.5 there. 6.5, Bill Mazeroski. We got a Billy Williams rookie. Really nice card overall. Davy Crockett from American Carmel. Darkman & Sons Teddy Roosevelt. And a Gale Sayers 1968 Topps. All right, let's transition into a little bit of non-sports stuff. We have Galeo Gale. I believe we have a couple of them coming up here. Yep, so these were all from the Kusi's mini set. So we had a 4, 3-5, and another 3-5. We have the Wright Bros card from Wills. Look and See Einstein. Have the Wills Mozart in a 6. You got Chopin in a 5. And Bach in a 4. Back to some more sports. We had some modern cards in here. Got the Dwight Freeney, Topps Finest. Nice chrome card. Ended up getting a 9. Of a Sam Jones. So this one, as you can see from left to right, it did end up getting trimmed because look at that. The borders on the top are obviously, you know, bigger. So Sam Jones. We have a Barry Sanders gold medallion. Got an 8.5. We have the Hank Aaron card, which without the ad panel. I was surprised that this actually was fit into a normal size slab, but I am happy because it does make it, you know, easier to carry around. But Hank Aaron cons. Next we have a Ken Griffey Jr. titanium card from Flair Metal Universe. Also got an 8.5. It gets tougher with some of these 90s cards, especially to get the nice, you know, corners and edges, which is why they got 8.5s. Joe Folks rookie, SGC 2. You have another Gilliam from 53. This one I kind of knew was getting a 1. Have a John Padres. This one I actually didn't know had a color added to it. Still a nice card, probably somewhere on the black, I'm assuming, down there on the bottom left. Gil Hodges, 1954 Bowman. And a Mini Minoso also from 54 Bowman. And now we're going to transition into some non-sports. We have a Putnam from the Allen and Ginter set. A Harrison, also from the same set. And I'm really happy with the way those graded as well, by the way. And I believe Ryan is also. We have 1924 Atlam Cigarettes, Mozart. Victor Trumper card. This one, I mean, it says color added, but it looks like on the edges, it's pretty white, but it must have been somewhere on it. Haven't looked too closely at that one. We have the George Washington, 5.5. Ulysses S. Grant. William Taft. George Washington, Colombo Cigarettes. Have a 1939 Global Weissmuller. White Swan from the 1934 Canadian Gum. Very similar, almost sister set to the Gaudy, if you will. Thomas Edison from Rick's Oppenheimer series. Ben Franklin, same series. And a Ben Franklin from Ramos. Very cool. It shows a little lightning out of the tower there. Moving on to some of our hand-cut cards here. We have the Tris Speaker. Now on this one and some others like it, I didn't really think that these were, I mean, they're all hand-cut, so if they say evidence of trimming or anything like that, it wouldn't really make sense. But I didn't think the borders were too cut off for the card to give it the authentic, but this is something that's pretty highly debated, and a lot of these end up getting authentic, but let's get them out. So Tris Speaker, Carl Mays, George Kelly, another M. Kelly, hand cut. Yeah, minimum size not met when I'm pretty sure it shows borders and it seems full. So I'm curious on what happened with these. Ross Young. Another Ross Young. Urban Shocker. And another Urban Shocker. This one actually, got the 2.5. And if we look through both of them here, to say that it was min size, I mean, it looks a little shorter on, the from side to side, but it almost looks like it's the same length, so to get the min size almost doesn't seem to make too much sense, unless if I guess they're saying from, here too, there's more border, but still, I mean, the whole card's there, the outline is there. It's a little tough to call on these, in my opinion, but it is tough. And we have one more card here. Oh, here we go. We had another one there too. Also min size. Yeah, very interesting how those worked, and only got a few numerical grades there. Oh, we do have a couple more. Got the Tris Speaker. Another Tris Speaker. This one kind of makes sense. You can see it's pretty cut off there. But some of the other ones, I don't know. Interesting. We'll see what we do. We'll see if we end up like the resubmitting or what the process is on that. But definitely have to think about that. Got a Rogers Hornsby, O-Pee-Chee. So this got a 1, I believe, because the cutout, there's a little bit of space within the cutout, even though the card itself looks very nice. So yeah, but due to technicality, that is a 1. Mordecai Three-Finger Brown, M101-4. Appropriate grade given the paper loss. Now Bill Mazeroski, 1957 Topps. Now back to some of the non-sports. We have Chopin, color added. Sydney. Oh, that's the Sydney issue as well. So yeah, keep in mind there's multiple issues. There sometimes is a Sydney issue, and they're a little bit different. So it's good to keep your eyes aware for that. There's a Paris Eiffel Tower. There's a Buffalo. A Duke Cigarettes, Washington's birthday. Thomas Edison, Cadbury. And I'm receiving a really nice grade on that. George Washington, Carreras, and a 4. George Pullman, and 2. 80s era, Duke and Sons. Awesome. We have a George Kelly. Adios from the T205 set. A Mike Schmidt rookie and a 5. Hank Aaron 4.5. Pete Rose and a 4. Mantle, this I'm end up getting authentic, so as you can see there's a nice size hole in it right there. Don Drysdale. This one I didn't even know was altered, and I wonder why, but I ended up getting the altered. Hank Aaron, I believe this is another one that we cracked. As you can see here, the blackboard in the car is barely even chipped. Got a 7. Good grade there. Hank Aaron, SGC 5. Got a Sam Mills from the USFL set. 63 Fleer Koufax. And a 61 Topps Hank Aaron. Into the non-sports. We have stuff from the Lone Jack Inventors here. We have one from Arkwright. One of the U.S. Hill flag cards in a 3. Julius Caesar, the Allen Ginter set. Christopher Columbus. Harry Vardon. Pierpoint Morgan, Cousie's Mini. A Robert Peel, evidence of trimming. As you can see, that bottom part is cut out. Captain James Eads and a 5.5. Really nice grade for this one. So this is Daggery, the photography. Charles Goodyear in a 2. Maroney got a 1. And a Wagner in a 3.5. In closing us out, we have our last 2 lots here. And these are some Indian cards right here from the 1890 set from Monarch Tobacco. Let's get started. We have Black Hawk. Oh, this got stuck in here. 1966 Pete Rose. Cassie Steingle. Steingle again. I forgot how many of these strip cards we had. Albert Einstein, Men of Genius. There we go. There's the other cards I was looking for. The Red Cloud. Keokuk. And Geronimo. It's a big name. And Teddy Roosevelt. And a Remhart Van Ryn. And right now we're going with our last group of the day. It is going to be the oversized cards. Got a few here. Starting with a 1954 Redman Yogi Berra. Madame Curie. You got a 1. This is a Statue of Liberty card. Even shows that some people don't even realize that, but before, it's made out of, I believe, copper, and it got green over time, but when it was delivered here, it was a nice goldish color, so that's pretty cool. And we have a set from it was the Rockefeller, so with Rockefeller, Roosevelt, and who's the last name on there, and then Jeffries, someone else. Pretty cool. Oh, Roosevelt's Luck, Rockefeller's Wealth, and Jeffries' House. It's a pretty cool little postcard. Eiffel Tower. And one of these like tri cards here. 3 Indians, but these were also, I believe Allen Gitzer also did something like this where they had, yes, from the N series N133, where they had like 3 cards together kind of in one. Alrighty guys, that wraps up our sub. Thank you for coming ahead and watching. All in all, I think it was a really good sub. We got some very nice grades and it turned out very well. The one thing that I wish would have been looked at maybe a little more would have been some of the strip cards, as I believe maybe some of them deserve to get numerical grades that weren't. But definitely, I do want to find some information on why some of those just, didn't get a numerical grade. There were some that deserved to not get one, but there were others that I thought, oh man, I mean, these look nice, and I don't know why they end up getting authentic altered. So if anybody knows or has any questions, comments about it, please let me know down below. Thank you guys, and as always, have a great day.